don't want to go.
You know, remember in Series 1, Con, when you said that you missed the rain?
And I actually missed the rain a little bit.
Yeah,
What do you think now?
I was lying. Got me extra long studs. Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Keeping Goals. It's raining, it's horrible, we're in December, the British winter has pretty much arrived, and today we've got a goalkeeper training session, but it's just a one-on-one session with me and my coach today, and Jonny. Jonny's coming along for the ride, so until January, no more Wednesday games. So instead of resting and doing coursework, which is probably what I should be doing, we're out to do a goalkeeper session instead. Coursework this evening. So we're going to do a bit of goalkeeping. You'll see what I'm doing training wise. We've got a few interesting things lined up. So let's head to training. Always a different fitness. Like, when you haven't done a proper keeper session for a while, no matter how many side sessions you do or squats or anything like that, it takes you a while to get your body in that free moment. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Covered it? Yeah, he did. Oh no! Yeah, again. One again. Yep.
You slipped!
Yeah, keep going.
Yep. Okay, bottom hand again, but you did your job.
Yeah, bottom.
I think if you got top hand there, you wouldn't have
Maybe not.
not at the pace it's going and the distance you're covering.
It's when
No
you get
ability.
tired.
Yeah.
I think the cone's there, I'm just going to lean in, touch and go, and then you're gone.
Yep. Great action, great action.
See you.
Yep. Good, and off we get. Yep.
Oh, what a save!
Ah! Shouldn't have worn my white thermal, really, should I?
Yep. That way. Yep. Right across. Yep. Oh! Had it. Thought you were going to be miles off then.
Yeah, so did I, but then I surprised myself.
Yep. Sorry. Yep.
Bit of slip in there as well.
Yep. Great. Alright, take a break there then, come.
How's your wrist? I've had heavier men than you stand on me. You want a top goal? Oh, nice. Two. The wing of running and give me one of them. Now he's so sick, someone brought out Pepe Reina on the pitch.
Let me just see where I need to be for an awkward bounce. About there?
Right, okay, so that doesn't move like a football.
Ain't rugby.
I got a stood on that.
So, look at the state you come.
Nothing beats a muddy goalkeeper session. So, in today's session, we were working on dealing with these kind of conditions: wet, mud, rain, slippy. So we were working on footwork in those kind of conditions. What I was saying during the drills is, when you're trying to move across the goal fast, when it's wet and horrible and muddy, you want to make your footwork as short and as sharp as possible. If you're moving fast and short, you're spending less time on the ground, you're putting less force through the ground, and you're moving quickly. If you're going for long steps, you put a lot of weight into your foot, and that's when your foot slips across the floor.
You slipped.
So when we were doing low, medium, high saves, and I was having to get to the cone, touch and explode out, I wanted my feet to be short and sharp into the cone, short and sharp out of the cone, rather than long steps where I would slip and not be able to recover and make the save. So we were working on the footwork in the wet, the explosive power out of the wet, which is difficult. We then progressed it to a bit of volleys, passing into the small goals, and then recovering for a shot on the angle. So again, you have to concentrate on your pass in the conditions, make sure it gets to the intended target, then short, sharp footwork into the area where you want to set for the shot on the angle. And then finally, we introduced Jonny's rugby techniques, and we brought out the rugby balls for grubbers, which I didn't know was a term, but now I do, which is where the rugby ball bounces and could go anywhere. So Jonny would serve the rugby ball, it would bounce, it would spin off, it would bounce up, it hit me in the face. It went all over the place, but my job was to react to that stimulus, keep it out the goal, and then reset for a shot on the angle. So you've seen drills where you've got lots of cones scattered about, or things where the ball could deviate. This time we just changed the ball, so we used the rugby ball where we had to react to different bounces, different stimulus, but still same technique, meeting it on the bounce, being forward with your weight, making sure you're keeping it out the goal wherever it deflects, and then setting for a normal shot on the angle. So that was my training session for today. Something a bit different, but yeah, nice muddy training session for today. So thank you for watching this episode of Keeping Goals. I hope you got some value from it. As keepers, I hope you learned something from it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Send your questions in. I'm sure I can help in any way I can. And stick around, because like I said, me and Jonny got some fun things planned. So thank you for watching this week's episode. See you next week.
Pick me.
Did that go through? I think that went through, to be fair. Again, through the middle. Oh, KO. Oh! That's good. Yeah,